Hello, world from this Jaden's videos, and I'm going to be discussing one of the three Spirit Halloween 2020 sneak peeks released today, and this one is honestly my favorite one released today, and this one is Clowning Around. I really like this prop. Now, first things first that I want to mention about him is that he is an online-only prop, so do not expect to see this one in stores. However, I still may purchase him, even though he's online only. My only thing is, he's not a top priority of mine. He's in my top 5, but I know that there's other props that we haven't seen yet. I'm not going to say how I know about those or anything, because everyone's seen those, but I don't really want to disclose of it myself because I try to keep spirit leaks that I've seen, because it's not really my fault that I've seen it, everyone's seen them, but I try to keep them to myself out of respect for the company, because I know they don't want that stuff out there. So I do know other things, but I'm not going to talk about them. But I know that there's going to be others that put him further down on my list, because they're going to be near the top. But this guy, regardless, I'm sure is going to remain in my top 10. So I do hope to purchase him, but the only other time I've purchased an online-only prop was Towering Reaper. But this guy, his price is $299.99, which is expensive. But I do think it's worth it for this guy, because you are getting, let me see, you are getting 5 animations with this guy, which is pretty good. He's a 7-foot towering prop, so towering props are usually going to be nearly 300 or 300 or sometimes over $300. With Spirit, I could definitely see Spirit giving this guy a price tag of 350 or something, as Rotten Ringmaster, when they had him on the site, he was 350 because of the girl in the cage. But they gave this guy a fairly reasonable price of 300, and he's got 2 moving girls. So I like that price. No, I really like this guy. He's not too different from things that we've seen before. We've seen a lot of clowns holding kids and stuff. He's not too different, but I think the thing that makes me like him a lot is his appearance overall. He reminds me a lot of Art the Clown, and I'm sure that's where they got the inspiration from. Art the Clown is from Terrifier, the movie, if you don't know what that is. Art the Clown is a really cool character, in my opinion. I've always liked Art the Clown. Terrifier was a mediocre movie to me. It wasn't that great. It wasn't an amazing movie, but it wasn't terrible. It was like middle of the road for me. If it wasn't for Art, then it probably wouldn't be that good, in my opinion. But I think Art the Clown was a really redeeming factor of that movie, because the actor who played him was fantastic, and the clown himself was absolutely creepy and terrifying and really cool and pretty funny too. So this guy is obviously inspired by Art the Clown. He's got the same hat, he's got the same face paint, same color scheme. He's obviously inspired. He looks just like him pretty much. Now, this is a vintage clown, of course, with his black and white color scheme and his little hat, which I'm a big fan of. As you guys know, I really like vintage clowns. I love that he has a top hat. We've never seen a clown with a top hat other than Uncle Charlie, but he's got a big top hat. I love his little small top hat. His eyes look awesome, how they're just plain white. There's no pupils or anything. I really, really like those eyes. His outfit looks fantastic. I love his vest on over his jumpsuit. That's really cool. Adds a nice touch and adds more layers to him. I really like the detailing on his outfit and everything. His mouth movement's pretty flawless, pretty great mouth movement there. The girls look cool. The faces look very hyper realistic on them, which I really like, especially the one in the pink. She looks really realistic. Her face actually looks very similar to the face of some professional props holding girls that we've seen, which that's pretty fantastic. Now, the one in the green is the normal SVI girl face, which doesn't look too realistic, but I don't mind it because it's never looked too bad. But it's not as good as the one in the pink. I think the one in the pink is really hyper realistic, and I really like it. Of course, the main thing with this clown, though, is the clown himself. That is why I like him a lot. But the girls are a nice added touch. Except for, though I love the look of the one in the pink, her animation is really, really bad. How her body kind of like thrusts upwards like that. It would be better if she thrusted back and forth, not upwards like that. It looks really, really weird. That is one of the worst animations I've ever seen. However, the one in the green, I think her animation is perfectly fine, how she moves her head. It's just unfortunate that the one girl is, of course, having both of them upside down would not be as good looking, because both of them would be facing the same way. It would just look kind of off. But the one in the green has a better animation. She just does because she's upside down, whereas this one in the pink, her animation's really bad. But that's really my only overall complaint with the prop. I really like the prop itself. Other than that, like I said, I think it's a fair price. It's not an amazing price. I would have loved to see it for cheaper, but I can't really think of a cheaper price that we would have gotten for this guy with all the animation you're getting, his size, all of that. And he's a really unique looking clown too, which I really like. He's not very different from things that we've seen in the past, like I've mentioned, but I think his appearance is what makes me like him a lot, and the fact that he's holding two girls instead of one. I think that's pretty cool. I really think we should get some props holding boys too, because that adds more variety. But either way, I think I really like these props holding the kids. I think it's really sinister and creepy and evil, and this guy is a really cool one. So let me know what you think in the comments about clowning around. This is one of my favorites this year so far, but I know he will be beaten by some others. But he's still a really cool one, and I hope to purchase him even though he's online only. I hope you all enjoyed. Keep howling at the moon, my werewolves.